Hey everyone, happy Saturday. Jesse the Apple Ninja here. I want to talk to you about something that's kind of serious, and it's this whole thing that's going on and the social distancing, the quarantine, the COVID-19, coronavirus, and all this stuff. It's got everybody really, a lot of craziness is going on. People have concerns, they're filled with anxiety, they've got all this like crazy built up energy, right? Well, I think I kind of deal with this already because I kind of quarantine myself in a way um, already because I have this nasty condition that leaves me sick a lot, and I actually tend to kind of avoid situations where there's other people, or if somebody's sick, I don't eat at buffets and things like that. If I go to a family gathering, I really don't eat the food because everybody's touching it and stuff. And I'm very selective because when I feel like I just see somebody that's sick and I get sick. And it's scary, man. This is one of those times where if you've got an underlying condition, like this past week for me was absolutely terrifying. I was so sick, and I had my blood treatment on Wednesday down at the Mayo, and they quarantined me in this room and to keep me and the nurses and doctors safe. And I got my treatment, thankfully, because I don't know if my body would be able to handle fighting off something like COVID-19 if I hadn't had my blood treatment. And honestly, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's doing everything they can to help out in this situation. And I wanted to share how I've dealt with this over the past couple years. Um, I get sick a lot, so I miss a lot of family gatherings and things. And 2 years ago, I started getting just super sick. I missed like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Mother's Day, and all these different things. And I was really upset, and I'm like, man, I'm just sick a lot. What can I do? And I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna teach a course. I've been doing Mac stuff. I'm a Mac engineer I've been working on the Mac stuff and Apple gear for over 20 years. And I'm like, I just got to share this stuff. So I literally, that day, I said, I'm going to create an online course. 3 months later, I had my first course up. A year after that, I had 3 courses up. Now I've got students in 52 countries, right, in the past 2 years. Little over a year ago, I decided to start this YouTube channel. And right now I'm sitting at about 55,000 views a month. Don't have a huge amount of subscribers, but they're watching it, and I'll get the subscribers. They'll grow. But that's just part of it, right? It's part of the journey. And I'll tell you, I've created this list of things that I think are going to help you utilize your time during this event and make you at ease, that you're still being productive, you're learning stuff. And this list is awesome. I'm excited about this list. So let me get started on this. All right. Obviously, my first one is start a YouTube channel. I can't explain this enough to people that if you have information to share, people want to hear it. And it's something. It's an amazing platform to show people things. And some of my favorite YouTube influencers to help you get started on your YouTube channel are, I've got Sunny Lenarduzzi. She's awesome. Gillian, Perkins, Think Media. These 3 alone, you could spend days watching their content. And they are just amazing. They'll get you up and going on that YouTube channel. And just one thing to note, my first year, man, I didn't have barely any views. I'm like, holy cats, I put out like 52 videos because I do a video a week. And I'm like, I didn't have really any views. And I'm like, YouTube's not sharing my stuff. I'm like, holy cats, dude. You know, and I'm telling you, it was tough. So I hung in there right at a year because YouTube, I think they have an algorithm that says, hey, if they've really fought for it, at that year point, that's when we trust them. And it was literally at the year mark where my channel went from this to this. And now it's just on a curve up. Awesome. Super happy about that. And obviously you get better at creating content as well, and that just takes time, right? My second item to do while in quarantine and social distancing is learn some martial arts. I am a second degree black belt at a martial arts studio here in the Minneapolis area, the Art Martial Arts Studio. And what they have done is something amazing. They put all their content, created all the content for their training and put it on YouTube for all of you guys to learn martial arts during this time. I mean, this is like, and they really did it for their students so that their students could be distanced from the studio and they could continue to learn. The teacher, my brother, practically, he suffers from cystic fibrosis, so he's at risk as well for all of this. And go check him out. If you've ever wanted to learn some martial arts, check that channel out. The links are down below. All right. The next item that I want to talk to you guys about, and this is one that I think everybody needs to try at some point. Learn to code. When you learn to code, whether it's for iPhone, Android, I don't care what you're coding. Could be your microwave, right? Your smart microwave or whatever. When you code, it changes your brain to think in a different way. And I honestly, it has done wonders for me learning to code. I've been coding for many years now. And so Swift is my programming choice that I want you to look at, because obviously iPhones, Mac, Apple Watch, Apple TV, all these things, they use that Swift code, and you learn how to program in Swift UI, and you will be able to have apps on all of this stuff, and it's just fun. Apple's done an amazing job with it. They've brought it down to a level that anybody can learn this stuff. Anybody. I mean, it's not near as hard as it used to be. So if you have a Mac, an iPad, go download Swift Playgrounds, preferably on the iPad Pro, because that seems to be the best experience. And play with Swift Playgrounds, and honestly, you'll love it. You'll be coding in no time. Kids can code, everybody can code. It's amazing. The next item in my list is become an online instructor. There are numerous platforms: udemy.com, lynda.com, coursera.org, skillshare.com, edx.com. There's podcasts, there's all sorts of different things that you can use to become an online course instructor. And like I pointed out, you know, I started doing it 2 years ago. I only have 3 courses, and I got 52 students in 52 countries. I mean, that's amazing. And it just makes me really happy, you know. I'm like, oh, heck yeah. So becoming an online course instructor is an awesome thing to use your time during this time. Learn a language. This is one that I have to take up, because I'm actually planning to move to Arizona. My body being sick. I haven't been able to deal with the cold lately, and during the winters are just dreadful for me. So we're actually moving to Arizona, and my goal is to learn Spanish. And I've got some friends that speak Spanish, so I think that would be a good journey for me, and I'm pretty excited about that. I like Duolingo.com. It's awesome. Go check it out. It is definitely awesome. All right, let's keep this list moving. The next thing on the list is learn to work on your car. All of our cars got issues and issues. You can find a boatload of content on YouTube for fixing your car, but one of the channels I want you to go check out because she is doing it awesome. It's a good friend of mine. Her name is Nicky, and she runs the channel called Nicky Carz. I think it was a great idea. She does a great job, and she's got an awesome family to support her on this, and she knows what the heck she's doing, guys and gals and everybody. It's amazing. So go check it out, Nicky Carz YouTube channel, and that's Cars with a Z. All right. The next thing in line is teach yourself how to invest, right? And get in the game. Right now, man, right now is the time. So what you're gonna see right now is you're either gonna hop on that train, investing train, and get some money in, or there's gonna be this, all the wealthy are throwing in right now. The stock market has tanked, so they have extra money, they throw it in, they're only gonna get richer, and the poor are gonna stay here if they don't do it too. So one of my favorite resources that I have been using for years is howstuffworks.com. Howstuffworks.com has a wealth of information around investing. You can do all sorts of different tutorials on there, and they show you different things, and it's just a great site. I actually learned about the site many years ago when I learned how to pick locks from the site. I didn't do it for malicious reasons. I did it actually just because I thought it was interesting. And when we were in college, I would actually pick the locks after they kicked us out of our classrooms at like 10 o'clock at night and said, hey, you got to get out of here. We're closing down. We'd walk out. I would pick the lock. We'd get back in the classroom and we'd work until like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And it was awesome. It was awesome. Sorry about that, college. I'm not going to say a name so I don't get in trouble, but I'm just saying it's a great website to check out. All right. Here's the last item on my list. And this one I thought was super cool. Use Netflix Party to spend some time with your remote family, right? Netflix came out with this party feature where you can watch movies with remote people. What's crazy is I've had this on my idea list to create for like 10 years now, and they finally did it. You know, it's a great thing. I'm super excited. I haven't used it yet. I just heard about it, so I'm like, heck yeah, man. I'm like, I'm gonna use that actually as soon as I can, because, you know, it would be cool to just do a movie with some remote people and family. That was my list. If you have ideas that you're using to occupy this time and to ease your mind or whatever it might be, leave them down in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. And honestly, I can't thank you guys enough for doing your part in this, because it really, really means a lot. To the thought of me getting sick and not being able to see my two little girls and my wife makes me really, really, really filled with anxiety and just scared. You know what I mean? And sad. So I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I'm sending prayers and hugs to all of you. Stay safe out there. Can't wait to chat with you next weekend. You guys have an amazing week. Take care.